It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. These are my favorite type of shows. There's so much chaos going on. But let me tell you what's happening. Guess. What time do you think it is?
9:30.
8:51.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 8:15.
Does
Make it
the
8:15.
bird have the prettiest eyes?
I do.
I never get past
really
the
does.
nose.
They're beautiful.
It's his
Are they?
beautiful
I have
eyelashes.
gorgeous eyes.
Do you still have the
electric blue.
long eyelash?
No.
Oh, it's all over now.
Things aren't going
No,
well.
no. My hands are itchy, though.
Oh, that means money.
Which one?
Both of them. But I think I got something in a hot tub.
I was just going to say, when both your hands are itchy, it screams dermatitis.
They're both very itchy. And so is my crotch.
Oh, that's an endless loop.
I think I got something in a hot tub in Utah.
And you're making fun of your wife. And her face scar, and you're just like this fungus among us.
Let me tell you, that's Lynn Koplitz. She's a great comedian. She's at Side Splitters this weekend, 960-1197, or sidesplitterscomedy.com.
Carolwood in the house.
You
Bert's
said
got,
that's Lynn Koplitz right as they showed Patty's butt cheek with your
oh,
face
my God,
on it.
look at me.
And you were like, that's Lynn Koplitz.
That's great.
Oh, my God, that really looks like me.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, I'll get one.
That's Dave
On your
Williamson. Dave, give out your Twitter or something.
Dave W. Comedy.
Oh, thanks, Bert. At
Dave-
Dave W. Comedy on Instagram and Twitter.
I
Check
like
his
Dave.
podcast out. Meet Dave. M-E-E-T. No, M-E-A-T. M-E-A-T.
Dude, I'm going to listen to that because all I do is watch YouTube videos when I need to learn how to cook something.
M-E-E-T.
Yeah. Just call me, man. I'll tell you anything you need to know.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched a YouTube video on how to make vegan. I'm vegan, by the way. Did I tell you that?
You are?
Yeah.
7 days
Yeah.
vegan.
I've been 3 days.
Didn't
4
you
days.
just
almost.
say that you had pulled pork sandwiches on the bus ride down
Last
here?
week.
Last week.
Oh, okay.
When I wasn't
He's
vegan.
new vegan.
Yeah.
I'm brand new vegan.
All right.
How long do you think that's going to last?
How long does that pulled pork take?
We're going to be having brisket by 8 o'clock tonight, and
Yeah.
there's no way he's passing it up.
Are those beers vegan?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, last night somebody called you out on
Wait,
on Instagram.
what's in beer that...
Yeah, how would,
I don't know. But
yeah, I think beer is vegan. It's wheat.
No, they
there's-
use
there's a lot of
hoofs.
stuff.
They,
Yeah.
they
use hoof
stir it with a
dust.
hoof.
No,
they
hoof
use
dust.
hoofs. Oh, my God.
It's a filler, hoof dust.
They use it to stir.
Look at the ingredients.
Hoof dust?
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on.
They don't call it that though. They call it monosodium.
Highlight, pale. Is this a Tampa? I played highlight one time.
You did? You played highlight?
Yeah, in Miami. I was amazing at it.
What?
I was amazing at it.
I love you so much. That feels like the little brain talking. He was amazing. He was
You're
so
the
good.
best highlight
And
player
the big
ever.
brain's like, he's a total tool. He sucked. He sucked. They were knocking balls off his head.
What if Patty's the little brain and Lynn's the big brain?
And
Perfect.
By the way, Budweiser is vegan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
how you like that?
No.
Highlight's got hoof though.
Yeah.
Just
I
kidding,
read
Highlight, I
something
don't know.
racist about, but all I know is what was.
I love how that started.
Yeah.
I read something racist.
Yeah, in my magazine, Racist Weekly.
There was a book.
In my
There was
journal.
a book. There was a book about the Great Book of Racism. Did you ever read that book?
No.
Oh, we had it on
I
the.
can't even see what would make me pick it up.
It was hilarious. I know that it's not supposed to be funny. In
No, I
today's
know
culture,
it- I know
but
the
it was
book.
so funny. They were talking about Jews, and they said, despite their horns and tails, they're great tailors. And I remember going like, it was so ridiculous. It was funny.
Do you know my father-in-law
Oh,
told me
that's
that the
horrible.
kids in the neighborhood asked him if he had a tail one time when he was younger.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I never thought
One
like
of my
that was
best
real.
friends, they used to, when she was little, they used to say that she had horns.
That's crazy. I would
It's
use
so-
that.
Are
to
you
my
Jewish? What are
advantage.
you?
I'm not Jewish.
What are you?
I mean, no. The Koplitz, I was adopted.
You sound
by my
like you
dad.
sound like we're in Germany right now. All you're saying is I'm not Jewish. I'm not Jewish. I'm not Jewish. I don't know. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Well,
I'm totally
because I
fine.
started to say, because we've always said, like, if I went back and did my ancestry, like, I think there's a chance we could be like German Jewish.
Oh
But-
yeah.
But I don't know. No, I'm not
Right.
Jewish.
Who's the guy that
Christian.
owns Stand Up
Team
New
Jesus.
York?
Carrie Hoffman.
No.
I mean, it used to be Carrie Hoffman. Now I don't know.
Do you used to date Carrie Hoffman?
No, he was my manager.
He
for
was
like
the clown. He
17
was the guy who was a
years.
clown.
What's
for a
Carrie
while.
Hoffman doing?
He sings Sinatra.
Really?
Yeah, they call him Oh Jew Eyes.
That's a great name. That's great. Oh. Can I tell you a Carrie Hoffman story?
Yes.
This guy, I won't say his name. You know who I'm talking about.
Tell me, I'll say his name.
No.
Okay,
Don't say his name.
I won't.
I don't want to beat
Dane
up on him.
Cook?
Nope. It was at a big like upfronts event or something in New York was going on, and Carrie Hoffman was trying to be generous and just be like, "Hey man, congratulations on all your success," and this guy told him off. Like, you never played me in your club. Now that I'm a star, you can da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'll tell you in a second. And then the guy walks off, and Gary Hoffman's sitting there, and he goes, oh, what did I do to deserve that? I just farted.
Oh,
You just
in
farted?
front of
It's a
Lynn.
vegan fart, too.
You fart in front of your wife?
Well, just
Yeah,
air it
of
over
course.
there. Are you kidding me?
I don't. Well, I do,
With
but
Bert, Bobby, there's a whole lovable crew who farts and
I don't know if Bobby farts in front of his wife.
Oh.
he sharted once, and that's why he asked her to marry him
That's
because they were
different.
cuddling on the couch and he sharted, and she had to wash his pants.
Okay, that's different. I've
It's
never
one of my
had that.
favorite stories ever. I'm like, Bob, you gotta marry Dawn. Like nobody else will stay with you once you do that.
He doesn't have any pictures of her on Instagram.
No,
He loves
he
her
did.
so much.
He did at Christmas time. He put one out this year for the first time ever.
Really?
Yeah.
She's
Him and
really
Rogan.
beautiful.
Rogan will put his wife out there. Or his
And
kids.
Okay, so one time we're on the cruise,
That's awesome.
and
I put my kids. I whore my kids out. Like I'm trying to sell them.
I look at Bert, and I look at Rogan. I know Rogan's good looking and he's popular, and I'm like, I never saw his wife. I bet she's hot. And I look at Bert and I go, hey, what's Rogan's like? And Bert acted as if I asked him for the nuclear launch coach. I'm not saying anything. Don't ask me any questions. This is not, I go, I just had. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want. I was like,
Joe is
holy.
very private. Joe and Tommy are both very, very private. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not private at all. I put everything out there, but I don't
I'm
mind.
not private either.
Yeah.
I tell everybody everything.
Yeah, I
Joe's
mean,
wife's absolutely gorgeous.
but you
I'll
don't-
say that.
but what do you have
in
to
just
hide?
so that nothing. She's
not
yeah.
Joe. I'm just saying, like, if you don't put it out there, what do you have to hide? Like,
No, he's just protecting her.
that's the thing. But
Don't you think?
'cause
Yeah, yeah,
Bobby,
He's protecting her.
Bobby has
She-
lunatic fans who they love him and they
Joe's-
make fun of him. So why would they not?
Joe's
make
at the
fun of
next
him?
level. Joe's in a different stratosphere than like any of us can even wrap our head around. And so I think that privacy for him is I don't know. I can't really like.
It's the last thing he's got left.
No, my
Yeah.
feeling
Yeah,
is
maybe.
it's probably they didn't buy on for this.
Right.
Like, people that
Yeah.
are in any of our families, like they didn't ask for any of this.
My daughter said that.
Trying to yeah.
My
and-
daughter,
But you're-
when my special came out, because I trashed my kids in my special.
I know.
and
I
I
do
s-
it with my nieces.
I
And they're
said,
like,
I
Do you
ruined
talk
it.
to them beforehand?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either. I didn't
didn't?
either. My sister's like, she got all the kids together, and then you say that she's your least favorite. And I'm like, it's an act.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not true.
But Birds
Isla-
is not an act.
We were in the pool. I legit go hard on my kids, and then we're in the pool, me and Isla, after my special airs.
What a great name.
And she goes, I didn't name her. And I said, hey, I said, are you cool with how I talk about you on the show? She goes, yeah, I know it's jokes. I said, are you cool with everything? Like,
But
and
you
she
call
goes,
her like dumb and
I
stuff.
call her a moron. Yeah, a mouth-breathing moron.
And your wife doesn't flip out that you
No,
say that?
Leanne doesn't care. But Isla goes, I'll tell you the only thing I don't like, Dad. And I said, what? She goes, I don't like people knowing me that I don't know. I said, what do you mean? She goes, at school, kids
yeah.
know
That's
me and
right.
I don't know them.
That's weird.
And that really creeps me out. I was like, I'm sorry about that. She's like, no, I get it. It's fine. But it bothers me. We go to, people sometimes will come to my house to do a podcast, and they're like, I want to meet Isla. And Isla is not cool with that.
Oh, really?
She's like, she looks at grown-ups and goes, yeah, no pictures.
I don't blame her.
But, it's the kid is so interesting.
How old is she?
I don't know. she's
We haven't gotten around that.
she's 12. 12, yeah, 12. She's just, her brain works so differently than anyone I've ever met in my life.
That's interesting.
We were doing one of the jokes, I'm not telling it on stage right now because it's not working the way I want it to. But like when she was
So
younger,
tell it here.
yeah. No, but it'll work here, but it won't on stage.
I
It
know,
just
I
feels
know.
forced a little bit. She had I think she was in like 3rd grade, 5th grade, and they did a test on Proverbs. So it was like very simple. The grass is always greener on the other side.
Right.
But they give you the first part, and you had to fill out the second part. And Isla filled them out, didn't study for the test, and just filled them out the way her brain thought. And the grass is always greener when you water it. Like that's the way. Yeah. Don't bite the hand that's brown. Children should be seen and not touched.
Is that what she wrote?
That's what she wrote.
But that's
I
great.
was howling, laughing, and you just say them to her all the time. Isla, 2's company. And she goes, 3's a party.
But can I tell him what my daughter said to me the other day?
Oh, by the way, have you ever met his daughter?
No.
She's
This
insane.
is the greatest human being ever born.
She's 6.
This kid
I love
will
that age.
own your. I mean,
I pick her up from school, and she's in a good mood, and I'm like, hey, how was your day? You guys have a good day? I have a 12-year-old son, too. And they're like, yeah. And we're driving, and my daughter goes out of the bush. She goes, Dad, She goes, I just got all this strength inside of me. I think I got to murder someone. and I go, what did you say? And she goes, I got to murder someone. I go, is somebody bothering you in school? And she goes, no, not someone specific. I just got a bunch of built up strength and I want to murder someone. So I'm like trying not to react. And I go, well, you know, Daddy's got a punching bag at home. We go home, you could punch it, maybe start there. And she goes, yeah, okay. And she goes, no, because I can't rip it down and pull it and bite it. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. And then yesterday she goes, driving.
Punch it with a knife.
Yeah, out of the blue. We're driving. She goes, Dad. And she goes, when you murder somebody and you put them in a hole, what's that called when you put a rock with their name on it on top? And I go, who are you hanging out with?
Put a rock with the name on top.
My wife is a therapist. I go, we should go take her to see one of your friends.
This
I'm like,
kid
this
is
out of
awesome.
control.
This first time I met this kid, I walked into their old house, and she goes, hi, can I show you my room? And I was like, yeah.
She's not afraid of anybody.
Cocktail? Do you want a cocktail?
Yeah. She's
Wait,
not.
Joey, not that great, but this kid?
Yeah.
Mike, can we just go back to like
The
I'm not a
murder?
mother, but
Yeah.
I think maybe that should be addressed a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to wait till she kills somebody.
And
gonna go
she's
to
also
jail.
under the assumption that everybody in the cemetery has been murdered.
Really?
She said, she didn't say when you die. She
Everyone
goes, when
in
you
the
murder somebody
cemetery
and put them in a hole and you put a rock on top of it with their name on it.
Okay, Cowhead,
Yeah.
I'm dying, right?
Okay.
I'm on my deathbed.
Okay.
Doc's like, any minute now he's going to go. Would you murder me? Just strangle me and kill me?
If you asked me to, yeah.
I
would hold your nose like Tony Soprano killed
I go,
Christopher.
Cal, do it. And that's our moment.
Yeah.
That's our moment is you just
I'll look right in
strangle
your
me.
eyes as the life leaves you.
Take your
I have
power.
a question for you. How old is Georgia?
15, 13, 14?
Okay, so you go home, you're in the pool, you're doing a video, and the house catches fire, and you can only save one of them. Which one do you save?
Georgia.
Wow, that was
That's
fast.
a real fun. That's a real answer.
Isla's going to save herself. I get Georgia first?
No, one of them's going to die. You can only save one.
Georgia.
Yeah. But don't you think that's normal? That
Seriously, you just
I mean, look, if I can only be, Georgia and I would Georgia would take care of me. Like, she'd make sure my bills are paid.
You got to look down the road.
Yeah, look, Isla's not taking care of either of us. She's going to be a DJ. I need someone with a job. I'm losing my wife and my other daughter. I need someone to focus and put in work.
See, I'm glad that you're the only other person able to give a solid, quick answer besides me.
Well, I just
Very
don't think about
quick
it. I don't think about it. I just go.
But you
yeah,
don't have to.
yeah, I don't have to.
Yeah.
It's like if someone came in the house with a gun and go, I'm going to kill one person in your family. I go, it's Leanne. Yeah,
You're right.
kill her.
the
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
My wife and I got in a fight the other day because of something I did on the show. What did I say that I had a caller and she got mad at me? I said something and I was dumb too. Like I said she only worked like one day a week and we had a cleaning lady and all that. And she was like, I don't like that you're saying I don't do anything. And I go, do you know like how many times on the show I said I'd rather kill you than get divorced and that doesn't bother you? And she's like, no. I'm like, okay.
I have said that.
Yeah, I can see why that bothers her more than the kill or divorce.
Why?
Because she does do stuff.
How do you know? You've
I'm
never
just
been to my
assuming
house.
She does nothing. Your wife does nothing. She's just a Jabba the Hutt who sits and does
I
nothing.
gotta look and see if she's listening. No, she does. She does enough. But I'm saying.
But he was saying that they have a nanny, they have a housekeeper, they have, a lot of help.
she do more. She should do more.
Oh, you think she should do more?
Yeah.
And you say that to her, or you just use this platform to
Just
share
on
it?
the radio. I would never say it to her face. Then I go home and I go,
That's
I'm
why
just
she's
kidding. It's
upset.
radio.
That's why she's upset.
My wife paints it to the girls that I do nothing. Then my daughters, I remember one time they're like, oh, yeah, Dad, all he does is go out and parties all the time.
Right.
And
And
I was
you want to
like,
be like, this party paid for this goddamn pool.
yeah,
Yeah.
my kids don't think I
Yeah, I'm
do anything.
sacrificing my liver so that you kids can go to a real college.
Liver?
My wife will say
I
that to
barely
me.
even know her.
I gave my nephew when mini GoPros were like just coming out.
Right.
I gave him one for Christmas, and he goes, Aunt Lynn, this is a game changer. Like, thanks so much.
This is
'Cause
a
it was,
game
like, so expensive.
changer?
Shook my hand. He's like, you have no idea what you're doing for me. And I'm like, I had to tell a lot of penis jokes for that. I hope you enjoy it.
Uh-huh.
And that was it. They were like, yeah, my aunt told penis. And then my
Did we
sister-
get you any rum?
No.
Let's pour some rum in there.
Patty's drinking it from the
Let's
bottle.
pour a little bit of rum. Let's pour a little bit of rum.
Lynn.
Oh, no, I
Lynn,
can't have
Lynn,
dark.
Lynn.
I can't have dark rum.
We got everything.
Now he
Oh,
wants
you did
me
it
to
once
have
in
it.
college and your dad got mad?
No. I'm telling you, I get crazy and angry.
Oh, yeah, dark
Come
rum,
on,
dark
Lynn,
rum,
dark
Lynn.
rum.
What's the worst that
When
can
I was
happen? You got a
40, I
tattoo on my
get-
face?
Did you just tell a story that started with when I was 40? When I was 40, I was back in the hip hop days.
Can we see the update, Joe,
Just a
on
little
Patty?
bit.
Is there a
Splash.
camera over there? Oh, you got your camera. I want to get an update. Patty, how you feeling? Yeah? Can we mic her? Is she mic'd? Hold on.
Do you remember that Sam Kinison joke about necrophilia?
No.
That's what it looked like.
Patty, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine, but I'd like that alcohol.
You want more?
I didn't get any.
Oh, I gave you the bottle.
Let's give you a little bit, Patty.
Patty, what's it feel like?
Someone get a straw.
What's it feel like, Patty?
It feels like a voodoo doll. I'm getting,
Stuck?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Patty, here we go. I got a little rum for you.
Patty, can you drink it upside down, you think?
I don't think so. I can lift my head.
All right, lift your head. I'm just kidding.
I thought I might have a
Lynn,
You
Lynn,
have
are you
rum-
attracted to
you
that
have
man with
rum
the
and
camera over there?
Coke?
That's my cameraman. Single, a little older than you. How old are you, Mancy?
He's not
Rum and
gay?
Coke.
No.
The vegan
He's
guy?
the most interesting man you'll ever meet in your entire life.
Fred Armisen?
He is one of the most interesting men you'll ever meet.
I like him.
Can't
We
tell
got-
a story to save his life, but fascinating.
I didn't know he wasn't gay.
No, he's straight. Very straight.
Why do you
I'm
think
just
he's
kidding.
gay? Because he's like neat and
Yeah, he's all put together well. He's a
kind of
vegan.
tan, good looking.
He was just free diving with orcas in Norway.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that is cool.
Yeah, he's really cool.
Yeah,
He's
guys,
actually
but
really
see,
cool.
guys like that don't like me.
Yeah,
I was
he'll-
freediving with orcas. What'd you do, Lynn? I watched TV Land for 8 hours straight
By the way, I just fell in love.
yeah, me
Tattoo.
too.
and made bread pudding.
Oh, my God. Look at me.
Oh, you look handsome. That looks good.
Thank you.
Wait,
That
flex
was,
your butt again, Patty?
There you go.
That was a picture from my sister's Sweet
Make 'em
16
talk.
party. That's so funny.
What they should have done is found one of her freckles and matched him up with your freckles, like a.
Like a man a mole. Yeah. Oh, that'd be hilarious.
I gotta say though, for the tattoo artist, like that's great and fast. Like I've
Yeah.
never seen anyone do
Wait, is he
something
done?
No.
No.
Okay, I was like,
No, but
I mean, yeah,
like,
the
he
prison
did
tattoo.
that
The guard's coming by.
really, really fast. For
You nailed my hairline perfectly. Jesus.
It
Could've
looks like
gave me
he
a
has
little-
plugs.
Could have given me a little creative licensing there on the
But
hair.
look at the
on forehead.
eyes. He nailed the eyes. They've got
Really
that little
did.
sparkle, like little sparkle in there.
Sparkle is what
Yeah.
you call it.
We call them lasagna
Coma.
eyes.
Mine's got sparkle. He's got a little twinkle in his eyes.
Twinkle.
Thank you. Thank you, Lynn.
Little twink.
Oh, man. All right, Lynn Koplitz is here. She's going to be at Side Splitters this weekend, 960-1197. Bert is at the Tampa Theater, but that's sold out, so don't even try. Don't
It's
even do
weird
it.
that you guys are all talking about kids and stuff. Isn't it strange that at 51 I don't have kids and not
I was going to
married?
ask you about that. Like,
And I'm not married.
do you ever regret it?
No, not now.
Not
that
now.
I like talk to people and see how they're dealing with like 15-year-olds and 18-year-olds and like my niece. Like it's a lot.
Do
you have a lot of-
6-year-olds want to
do you have
commit
a lot of
mthink
money saved up?
No, I
But
don't. Like
I-
you'd
that's
think
what-
I'd have more money.
What do you have?
I blew money. I don't have a lot of money at all.
What do you have, though? I mean, possession-wise, like, do you own a
Nothing.
house?
I don't own a house. I don't own anything. I'm just kind of a
Yeah. But are you enjoying it?
But I'm pretty
Like,
happy.
some people are free spirit, and they just don't. I don't need a lot, you know?
I mean, I don't know. It's strange. I don't feel like I'm as old as I am. Like sometimes I look up and I'm like, oh crap, I'm out of time.
Yeah.
I,
There's
mean,
not
I
a
feel that
lot
way
of-
all the time. I
Yeah,
don't
like-
feel as old as I am.
Someday when I make it,
Okay, let's ask you this.
you're never gonna make it. Other people are making it.
67-year-old man, millionaire, nothing.
Well, what do you want with me?
But you aren't. But see, why do you think that you're not like you're fun? You're
no,
attractive.
True. But
Right,
a
but-
I'll tell you what
67-year-old
I'll tell you I don't want out of a 25-year-old is conversation. Like I'm obviously I'm happily married. But I'm talking theoretically. I could date someone like you easy because I would hang out with you. I could talk to you. We could go to dinner. We could talk about
Watch
real
TV
things.
Land.
Yeah, I mean, sex is sex, but you're not having it every single night. I want to be with a peer. I want to be with someone my own who like says grown up things to me. I don't want to be like someone who's like, oh, those shoes are dope. I
Yeah.
don't want that.
Like,
well, I think like a 67-year-old man is probably the things they're going to look for that would be interested in like dating me. I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? Like
What-
they
what
want to
if they
get
wanna
married
travel?
or that's fine. But I mean, I work all the time. This is how I pay my bills.
But what if you
So, like,
married
I
a
can't
rich
take a month
67-year-old
off
man?
and so well, he's rich.
Yeah, but like
That
what if?
doesn't mean I'm rich.
Right, but what if you were serious and you wanted to marry the guy?
Yeah, but I still feel like that's his money. I'd still want to make money.
Yeah, but I mean, but you don't have to work as much. The pressure isn't there.
True. But
You know?
I mean, traveling is cool. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't marry someone because I'm like, we could travel.
What is good? What do you-
Finally, I can go to Greece.
I'm sorry. I just say Greece.
I can go to Greece with this guy. Hey, wake up, fella.
Is that your little brain voice? I'm going to go to Greece. Seriously?
Don't worry, Bert. You're really funny. It's going to be okay. You're so funny. You can drink beers. You have a great body. You look terrific. You don't need to be a vegan. Eat some beef.
Do you want to end up with? Do you want to be in a
And
relationship?
I could be big brain too.
You could be big brain.
You're a loser. Do I want to be in a relationship? I don't know. I'd like to be. I mean, if I could change something that I've done, like, I would say over the years, I always dated younger guys, like way younger, like
Right.
10 and 20 years younger.
I think it's 8, 10, and 12.
They were 5 and 15. But
I was a teacher for a while.
I can just keep swapping them out every year.
I worked at a daycare.
I love about 5th grade. I get older and they stay the same age.
No, I just yeah, it never went anywhere. Like I think I purposely have had like commitment issues because I look back and I'm like, I never acted like I had commitment issues, but I was always dating people that were like absolutely nothing could come of it. No matter what I did, like there was nothing was ever. But you know, some gorgeous dudes. But
Right. So who do you hang
not
out
the
with now? Your mother?
smartest. No, like friends and comics, and you know, my
Who's
dog.
your best friend
I
that's
have
a
a
comic?
new dog.
Who's your best friend that's a comic?
In the comedy right now, like I don't know. My best friend is Debbie Perlman, who used to be a comic.
Yeah.
But I mean,
What's her
Greer.
deal? Is she
I would
married?
say like I hang out with Greer.
Greer, you know who Greer Barnes
Greer
is?
Barnes.
Yeah.
The funniest human being alive.
He's one of the funniest people.
One of the, and I'll say this.
Eddie
and
Ift is a good friend of mine.
Yeah,
I like it.
Eddie Ift almost lost his home in the fires.
I know.
Yeah.
Greer Barnes is one of the funniest human beings alive, without
really
a doubt.
is.
Without
Debbie
a
married?
doubt.
And Dean Edwards is a good friend of mine.
Dean Edwards is fantastic.
God damn it!
We
Somebody
just
tell me
did-
if Debbie is married.
Debbie's not married.
Okay.
How old is she?
A lot of my girlfriends, I'm not telling you. She doesn't talk about her age.
64.
She's a little tiny bit older than me.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You don't have to answer. I'm not going to ask you the question. It's a horrible
No,
question.
ask.
Tell me, I'll
Just
ask
ask.
But
I don't care.
Do you look at do you look at other female comics? Because female comics is such a niche in that the industry didn't give a ton of opportunities when Lynn was coming up.
Right.
There weren't a ton of opportunities for female comedy. And then all of a sudden it's exploded where now every room is like half female comics. Every special is more female comics than male comics, white male comics a little bit. Does it make you angry?
No. I had opportunities. I screwed a lot of them up.
No, but you've succeeded a lot.
I've succeeded too. Yeah. I've done. I'm talking like my sister now. She's like, don't tell the girls that you think you're like them because then they'll think being you is cool. I'm like, oh, what's not cool about me? And she's like, well, you don't have any money and you're not married and you don't have children and, you know, you don't have a home. And she listed all out. I'm like, that's awesome. And then one day I was like, hey, can we go over some of the good things about me?
Did she say in her
like-
little brain voice?
But you
Yeah,
had to
funny.
come up when it was a boys' club.
For sure.
Like
For
the,
sure.
I don't know if anyone listening understands this, but what's happening in comedy is there's been a big insurgence of
Estrogen.
Yeah, it's literally they do the stand-up specials on Netflix, and it is 50% female at least, and then probably 20% gay or. There's like one spot for a straight white male. I'm not pissing and moaning about straight white
No, but
males. I'm just saying
way
that,
more.
But I'm trying to put this in comparison. Is that when you came up, there was one spot for a woman, and you had to fight with all the women to get that one spot. And now I look at it and I go, I wonder if something like that. You go, you guys don't know how hard I had it. You know?
No, I never do that. I never look back at I never do that. I never compare
That's
myself
really
to other
great.
people. I never look at someone else and go, oh, they got this and I should have got. We're all on our own path. You know, I just am mean to myself. I think everybody, like comics just do. I just beat myself up and go, oh, you made stupid choices. And then, you know, I believe it or not, I like read the Bible a lot. So like I'm always like, tomorrow's another day. Start again.
Man, I would never expected that.
This is why you fall in love with an older woman.
She reads the Bible?
I
No,
do.
just the way her perspective, because there's a lot of women that are angry that they didn't get the opportunities that a lot of these chicks are having.
Do you think Lynn's really not angry?
No.
Yeah, I
She's
really
not.
think
Harbor
I'm not
she's
secret
angry.
anger.
I
Yeah.
really don't.
I believe her.
I believe her.
I'm not angry.
I don't think you are.
I get mad. I'm not. I get mad, but I
Yeah.
don't. I'm not angry.
If you could murder one female comic in her sleep, who would it be?
Well, first I would call Calta's daughter to help me.
Yeah.
She would.
She'd be like, "Oh, you need to murder. You need boots.
Does she have to be
We need a
asleep?
shovel.
Can we wake her up so I can look in her eyes as it's happening?
We need that thing you put on top
Yeah.
after they die."
With their name on it.
Chelsea Handler, Sarah Silverman, or Amy Schumer? Who do you kill?
Chelsea Handler.
By the way, let's do Mary Kill F.
I would F Amy,
Oh,
marry
no,
Sarah,
no, no,
and
no.
kill Chelsea.
No. Okay, interesting. I am.
I'm
But
in the
Chelsea
s-
drinks a lot, so I'm feeling like she's closer to death than the other two.
I'd marry Chelsea.
Oh,
would?
really?
Yeah,
I like her though.
I have a secret crush on her.
Well,
I
she's
like her a
I
lot.
called her the C word in my special.
Good.
Yeah.
She looks to me like, I don't know. I don't like her. She's not on the show. I just don't like her.
Dude, I saw her butt snow skiing the other day on Instagram.
She has a great body.
She has a great body.
Yeah, but her head is horrendous.
Yeah, but that's because at a certain age, woman has to pick a butt or a face.
Yeah,
I
well, she
went with face.
she took it
Certain
wrong.
age, a woman has to pick a butt or a face.
That's not mine. Someone else came up with that
My
years
wife
ago.
went with face. I would kill Amy. I think that'd be fair, 101. And then,
Fair.
and then I'd marry Sarah.
I
don't-
would ca-
No,
I
I'd
would
marry.
get-
said you'd marry Chelsea and Sarah.
I'd have sex with Sarah. I'd marry Chelsea.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, that's weird. I wouldn't pick that.
Oh, look at that. She looks like a.
No, that's
She
a
looks
bad
like-
picture.
That's a
Don't
real,
just
that's
pull up a
real,
bad picture.
That's
Wow.
a real picture. She looks like that guy that cried about Britney Spears on the internet that one time.
That movie that she did with Reese Witherspoon, and this was years ago, so she should have been hotter. She should not have been on the same screen with
No.
Reese Witherspoon. It looked
Somebody.
so weird.
They were like, "Why is your mother here?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad.
Look at her boobs, though. Pull up her boobs.
I don't know. People's boobs don't do anything for me.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No, I mean boobs are boobs.
Dude.
Oh,
Look at her.
there. She looks pretty.
Yeah, of course she's all made up and her hair is done and she.
All she does is go snow skiing. By the
but
way,
she's really good to animals.
she has a
and
dog
she-
named Bert.
I hope she ends up like Sonny Bono, right into a tree. I don't like her.
Works
I thought you
out.
meant running for mayor.
See, I never
thought you
compare
meant married to
myself to
Cher.
other people like I want what they have, but I do look at other people and go, "Oh, look, she cares. Like, look, she works out. Like, she looks
Yeah.
like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Look at."
I do like that she doesn't care. Like I like her attitude. Like she'll show you her butt and all that stuff, and she's no makeup. She doesn't care what you think.
Oh, she's very authentic.
Yeah,
that's the
fine.
word.
But I don't like her. I don't like her attitude. I don't like her. For some reason, acts like she's been anointed as somebody important, and I just don't like her.
It's you don't like someone that preaches politics to you. I find it obnoxious too when they post who they voted for, as if like, hey guys, vote
She's
for this.
really, yeah, but you're wrong if you don't agree with her.
Yeah. And same
I'm
thing
like,
with
really?
Amy. I love Amy. I love Sarah. Or I love all those people.
Amy's
but like,
I'll accept it a little bit more from Amy because she's got it in her family. You know what I'm saying? She's a little closer to it than
That's true.
Than
that
the
guy.
average
No, but
person.
that guy didn't know her until she got famous.
Her
He
uncle?
didn't- no,
yes,
he-
yes. he
Yeah,
did.
they had a
No,
relationship.
he did not know her. He did not know her. By the way, I'm drunk. I'm talking out of my ass.
I was gonna say,
But
Bert,
trust me,
I was
he
just
did
gonna
not
say,
know.
Bert,
He
you
did
don't
not
know what
know
you're
her.
talking about.
He
Yes,
did
he
not
does.
know her. I'm telling you right now.
I believe you.
Call
Stop
Amy.
yelling at
He
me.
did not know.
Call- let's
now
call
I'm
him.
buzzed. Hey, can I get another one of these? Call me.
I got to take a break. Lynn
Why?
Koplitz is here because we have to pay the commercials.
Do you do podcast reads on this?
No, nope. I can do it. I got. You want me to
Do
do a
you love
commercial?
Bert? Look how dumb he is.
We're celebrating the last time Bert will ever be in studio with us today.
Isla needs to follow you for a day, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, my poor dad." She's just gonna. It's all gonna go from like an anger thing to like, "Oh, this silly."
She said to me, "I'd
bastard."
love to have your life." I said, "Really?" She goes, "Tour buses, cake whenever you want it."
That's number 2.
That's such a great little kid response. Anything,
much cake on the bus.
just cake. So let me tell you. Tell me this, Dad. You just eat it with a spoon. Eat it out of a cereal bowl if you want. Just cake
She
all
was
day.
sick at home, and Leanne goes, "She's pretty bad. She's not feeling good." So I go into her room. I go, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" She goes, "Dad, come to the bed." So I go up to. She's got a bunk bed, so I'm like eye to eye with her. I go, "What do you need, baby?" She goes,
Cake.
"Taco Bell has a new mountain freeze. I need it."
Can I tell you one of my
Like a drug addict. Like she needs some Coke. Just go sneak
I
it
caught
in.
her in the closet
This is
one
the last time.
drinking a cherry Coke, and I opened the door. She goes, "Huh." I go, "What's on?" She goes, "I thought you were mom. Shut the door."
You got a little degenerate sugar hog. Like,
Patty, how you doing over there?
Fine.
You all right? Are we losing you?
Patty, did you get to drink?
Yes, I did. I like another one, please.
All right,
Wow, that alcohol kicked in. Lynn, are you drinking? Are you drinking, Lynn?
I think that's consent. We just heard. I like another one, please.
Patty is getting a tattoo of my face on her ass.
Yes, I'm drinking.
By Russell of High Tide Tattoos, which is on Wood Street in Dunedin. Russell, I thank you for getting up early and coming in here and doing this and doing a fine job. Let's get a look at that. Oh, look at me. That's one of my most handsome pictures. Oh, look, my shoulders
And
are
you're
all
looking
sexy.
at the crack.
Yeah. Where else would I look? Why look away? It's right there.
I like the way he's got an eye on the crack right there.
And I don't forget.
I'll give you a Patty. I'll give you $100 if you allow him to write in a little cartoon caption that says "Bert" in it.
Okay.
All right.
Like a
on the
little-
other cheek.
No, it's just like a.
Like it's coming out of your mouth.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't want that. I'll give you 200 if you don't do it.
I'll give you 300 if you write the N word.
He's got it.
The Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone. Now, another traffic update.
Just about ready to wrap up a rollover crash northbound 75 near the Selman. If you're heading up to Brandon on northbound 75, you're going to find a little